I'm a preacher of the good word, collector of knives, with an eye for the metal and a faith that survives. Where others see rust, I see honor and life. Each blade tells the story.
Good evening, guys. This is Nate Green with Green's Blade Revival. Just wanted to come on here for a few minutes and kind of introduce myself and tell you a little bit about why I wanted to start this channel. I am, first and foremost, I'm a Christian. I'm a minister of the gospel, and as you can tell by the name of my channel, Green's Blade Revival, and our slogan would be "Another One Saved." That goes for old knives and, most importantly, lost souls. And first and foremost, as we said, we want to be a light where we can be a light to those that may need salvation, to those that may need encouragement. And that's just what the Lord has laid upon my heart with this channel. As I begin to restore these old knives and different things, and realizing that it takes me back to the scriptures where God would take someone, and even like myself, God would take someone and clean them out, and clean them up, and put them into use for his service. And as I begin to think on these things, I begin to realize that I could use this platform as a testimony, and that's what we want to do with this channel, Lord willing. And just a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm a minister, 34 years old, I have an awesome wife, and a 4-year-old little boy, and another little boy on the way. So we thank God for his many blessings there. By day, I'm a CNC machine operator, and by night, we're preaching the gospel and saving old knives. We just love the Lord with all of our hearts. And sorry, I'm kind of in a messy room here. I'm in the middle of taking down all of my stuff and changing this into the new nursery, so forgive the mess. Everything's just thrown everywhere behind me, and the closet's open. Maybe we can edit that out so that way we don't see that. But I'm excited to have all of you here. I'm excited to be part of the YouTube knife community. And with that said, we met a lot of great guys this weekend at the first ever Ellaville Knife show put on by the one and only knife doctor, Mr. Kevin Bentley. And what a phenomenal time we've had there with a good buddy of mine who is also a new up-and-coming YouTuber. Check him out at Bubba's EDC. That would be Mr. Brian Hembry. He and I go way back like Cadillac seats. My dad actually had his dad as his best man in his wedding, so we've been buddies for a long time. Our families have been family for a long time, and we just thank God for good friends, and that we can kind of be on this journey together and kind of help each other out a little bit along the way. And we're just looking forward to what's going to go on with that. Without further ado, I'm going to turn the camera around here in just a second and show you what all I picked up at the knife show. And I've got some stickers from several of the guys I met on YouTube, from YouTube, and as I show you the sticker, I'll kind of tell you a little bit about each one that I really got to meet and talk to. And there's several that didn't have stickers that we got to talk to, like Knife Crazy and Carolina Knives, and who else did I talk to? Rasputin's Castle, excuse me, that's a tongue twister. And also, of course, Mr. Eric, Mr. Lamar, Mr. Glen, Mr. Wade, and the guys there that are at the round table, as I like to call it, with the knife doctor. Just an awesome group of guys. I believe they were all blown away by the support, by the people that showed up. As Mr. Kevin said in his video today, and also Matt with Knife Crazy and Crawford with Carolina Knives, they all had some after videos, and this is kind of mine. I've had to take a day to digest and rest from travel to figure things out, how I wanted to go about this video, being my first video. And they all were echoing that All of the guys there were just mind blown of how many people showed up. People from all over the United States, Alaska, out west, down east, everywhere, and it was just phenomenal. I'm already looking forward to next year. And but without holding up any time, I don't want this video to be too long, which it may be for my first video, and trying to work out the jitters and the bugs and different things of that nature. But I'm going to turn the camera around and let's get into what we got this week. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back. We got a few good deals this weekend, and we also got some gifts from Mr. Bubba's EDC himself, Mr. Brian Hembry. So we'll start with those if I can dig them all out. I think I've got some in my pocket and some here on the table beside me. Let's start with this guy while I'm digging in my pockets. But this is a Rosecraft. I had never heard of these, and it's not a big name. It's not a USA made per se, but it is a really good knife. It is it's kind of like a bigger Barlow style, and with the flipper on it. And the more I mess with it, the flippier it gets. And I love this knife. Brian gave it to me. It's in my favorite color. It's orange. I'm a Clemson fan. Y'all don't hate me for that. But just look at the shape of this blade, and it's awesome. The quality of it is it's G10 scales, I believe. Got a lanyard hole there for Mr. Wade. Got a reversible pocket clip, and the steel, I guess that would be the name of it there. I'd never heard of it before. RCM 012. But it's pretty good steel from what I can tell so far. But we're getting it to where it can flip pretty good. But I think that's a cool knife there, and I can't stop flipping it. But it's a good little knife to have in your collection. He also gave me this mini trapper. It's a chestnut bone smooth mini trapper. We had been talking, and I had said I liked it, and he evidently remembered that I liked it. But because he's like that, he'll hold on to something, and then until you forget about it, and then pop up and give it to you. He's a good guy. It's a nice little mini trapper, beautiful, never sharpened, carried, or used. It's a beautiful little guy to add to the collection there. He also gave me this little neck knife. It's a Rough Rider neck knife. I just like the looks of it. It's a little guy, but it'll ride in my car as a little backup if I need it, different things of that nature. He also made me this for my videos, that I can have my logo, which was really awesome of him. And he'd asked me he said, "You're a Chevrolet guy, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like Chevys." And so then when I showed up we met at Chili's on Friday night before the show, and ate supper, he gave me all this stuff, and he gave me this anvil that's he's redone it, painted it, and everything of that nature. I need to get me some magnets to put on top of it here so I can put a knife on it. Brian, thank you again, buddy. And let me see what else. I think there's something else in my pocket here that he gave me. When you're an EDC guy, you have too much stuff in your pocket. He also has started making these pocket crosses. He gave me one of these and hasn't left my pocket since. It's a pretty awesome little thing. Always have the cross with you wherever you go. So we thank you for that, Brian. And I believe that might be it there, that I can remember anyway. Yeah. So while I'm digging stuff out of my pockets, I'll just do a pocket dump real quick. I don't have too much more stuff to show you, but I got this, and this is one thing that I did want to talk about. Let me go ahead and do this right quick. Aaron Simmons, I believe that's his last name. Aaron, forgive me if it's not. With AW Custom Designs, is a jam up guy. I talked to him on Instagram a little bit before, and YouTube before we met up at the show, and he is one genuine dude. I think I spent most of my time talking to him, and he's from Richmond, and my wife is originally from Richmond, so that was pretty awesome connection that we had there. But anyways, I had seen this this slip on one of his videos. He had made some slips out of some extra leather that he had, and his work is just absolutely phenomenal. So I commented on his video, and then I found him on Instagram and messaged him and told him I'd like to purchase this and I'd be at the show, and couldn't wait to meet him. But just a down to earth, great guy, and I can't wait to maybe do some more, get some more pocket slips from you in the future, Aaron. Keep up the good work, man. It was a really good to meet you, really good to talk with you a little bit, and hopefully next year we'll be able to get to talk some more. But this slip is just amazing. I wanted it for this knife here, but I'm thinking about putting this beauty up and not carrying it and finding something else to carry. But this is and I'm not sure the year, and I've still got to clean it up some, but it's a keen cutter. And you can tell it needs some work. I can't get the tang stamp to show up good, but it's 2 Ks. See if I can find it. It's on all the blades, I believe. Let me see if I can. It's not showing up because I've got to clean it. I've just been carrying it. And Bubba's EDC, Brian actually fixed it for me. I think it was right here. It had a little chip in it when I bought it off of eBay. Yeah, right here. And he took glue and coffee grounds and filled that in, and he did an amazing job. I don't know if you can see because of the light, but you can kind of see there it says King Cutter on the blade. I'm not sure what year it is again, but it's an awesome little knife. I've got to fix the third blade here, and the nail nick is kind of funny, but it's got a little break in the top of it. I've got to file it around and get it back into shape. But that is just a beautiful knife, and that's what I wanted this slip for. But I've got another knife in mind that I will put in there. But I've only had it since Saturday, but it's already starting to form good. So we may take that knife out of there and just wait till we get the replacement. But check out AW Custom Designs. Give Aaron a follow. He's a real guy. I appreciate him, and I believe found a new friend with him, and hopefully he won't mind me bugging him a little bit about some videos and different things, because this is all new to me, but I know he gave me some pointers already, and I may be hollering at him again just to see if I can get some more pointers from him. Thanks again, Aaron. He gave me some stickers while we were there, his new stickers that he just got, this cool holographic sticker, and then a bigger one. So we thank you for that. We move on to the boys from Wiggins, Mississippi, the Deep South Cutlery guys. They are a phenomenal group of guys. Seth, Preacher Billy, and of course Mr. Stubbs. If you checked out my short yesterday, you saw Stubbs singing his famous "Bid to Buy" song, and we found real friends in those guys. I think I spent a lot of time with Aaron, but I spent most of my time as far as a booth at Deep South Cutlery, talking with Seth and getting to know those guys really well, and them being ministers too, and just good old Southern Christian boys. We hit it off really well, and maybe one day I can make it down to Wiggins, Mississippi, and meet those guys in person. I watched them online on their Facebook auctions for going on a year now, and it was really awesome to put a face with the name and shake a hand and get to know those guys. I actually sold a knife to Seth while we were there. Excuse me. And then I turned around and bought another one right back from him. So we'll go over that while we're talking about those guys. I bought this buck 110, I'm sorry. It's a 1993, excellent condition. I mean, it's clean. I don't think it's ever been sharpened, hardly carried, if at all. Starting to get a little patina on the bolsters. We can clean that up a little bit, but I think this may be my new deer skinning knife. We'll find out if I actually get to go hunting this year and get any deer. But it's just an awesome knife. You can't go wrong with a buck 110. There's no way around getting one and falling right in love with it. That is a beautiful all-around knife to have on your belt, and it's good for anything, not just skinning deer, but it's good for whatever comes your way. It's a workhorse, it really is, and that's why a lot of other companies have patterned their folding hunter after the buck 110, because it's just a great knife. So we thank you, Seth, Preacher Billy, Mr. Stubbs, and I think Mr. Heath was there too. If I said his name correctly, we appreciate you guys and look forward to seeing you on Thursday night on the auction. Maybe I'll actually buy something this time instead of letting Dad buy it all. But we thank you again for your friendship. Thank you again for coming and being a part of that show. I actually bought this from them as well. I've been wanting a Civivi. I know it's not a USA made knife, but they are awesome little knives for the money. I bought this, and I think it's the mini Praxis. It's just so flippy. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I kind of like fidgety stuff, and those ceramic ball bearings inside of it, oh, it's beautiful. The action on it is just awesome, and I think that's I don't know what kind of scales that is without looking at the paper. I think it might be G10, but I don't want to say for sure and certain that it is. But it's just an awesome little knife. Come with the case, the paper, stickers, the box, and everything. I hadn't left my pocket since Saturday. So again, Seth, Preacher, we thank you for that. Y'all excuse me, I'm not used to talking this much without a glass of water in front of me. But and that's been in my pocket. That's part of my pocket dump too. And then I have the Olight Arfield Pro. Absolutely love this thing. Got the laser, got the UV light, and it's got the 3 settings on the flashlight. I think it goes up to 1300 lumens. It's absolutely a beast. So Olight, you make a good product there. All right, next on the guys of the YouTube channels I met was Mr. Dwayne Clark from Clark's Kentucky Knives. Another jam up dude, just kind of quiet and kind of not. He didn't stand out in the spotlight. He was kind of quiet and reserved to himself. He's a humble man, and we appreciate that. We appreciate his videos, and I've just started getting more into his videos. So and the gesture that he had there, he gave us the sticker, and then he gave us this little bag, and in the bag it has a bookmark with the Lord's Prayer, and it comes with a pocket cross made out of, I believe he said it was olive wood, all the way from Jerusalem. So that is awesome in itself there. I've got a pen somewhere, an ink pen that one of my friends made me out of olive wood, and it's probably one of my favorite woods, especially knowing that it comes straight from the Holy Land itself. So Dwayne, you are awesome. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to getting more videos. And it also had a handkerchief in it, and we'll be using that for a pocket hanky or for a knife hanky, or like the set things on to show off and different things. So Dwayne, we appreciate that. Then we had Mr. Cheesy Moon's workshop. He was an awesome guy. He was very knowledgeable. He was showing off some of his thrift store finds that he found right when he was there in town, and he scored pretty good. He showing us some different things of some different types of wood that he's been working with, showing us some leather work that he's done, and really another jam up guy. I don't think I met anybody that I wouldn't say was a jam up person. They're all humble as can be. They're all great. They're all willing to answer your questions as, you know, up and coming YouTubers and just knife nerds in general. Nobody made you feel like you were dumb for asking a crazy question. Nobody made you feel belittled because you're not in the position on YouTube that they are, or different things of that nature, if that makes sense tonight. But we just thank them for taking the time for us and taking the time to be there to support Kevin. And that guy right there, that is an amazing man. To have put on a show for the first time and had that big of a response and have that big of a turnout. And as far as we seen on our end, there may have been some hiccups and different things, but as far as we seen on our end, it was flawless. And we had a wonderful time. If I hadn't had to drive 6 hours back home, I probably would have stayed till the end of the show. But again, Kevin, we thank you for what you've done, and your family there and all the people there around you. We can't wait for next year. And also, last but not least on the stickers was Mr. Hambone Blades. If you haven't seen any of his blades, oh my goodness gracious. The guy literally stayed up all night the night before the show and finished up 3 knives, and they were all just beautiful, beautiful knives. So check him out as well. Give all these guys a like and a follow. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel as well. And with the guys that we didn't get stickers from, but which that's not what it's all about. Maybe we can do a sticker swap later when I get some stickers or something like that. Is Carolina Knives, Mr. Crawford, and Knife Crazy, Mr. Matt. Those 2 guys are awesome. They really are. And I can't say, like I said, I can't say enough about any of these guys, but they're excuse me, a great group of guys. Their knowledge, their acceptance was just really awesome. We can't thank all of you enough. And I know I've rambled along. Maybe we'll call this video a ramble, kind of like Aaron or and a newly followed 865 Knives. They call them rambles. So we just wanted to give a shout out to all these guys and kind of show you what all that we come home with this weekend. And if our pockets had been deeper, we could have come home with a lot more. But we come home with a deeper love for the knife brotherhood, a deeper love for the hunt of knives, a deeper appreciation for other people that are in our position, trying to do things, trying to grow the knife community, trying to educate, trying to do the different things, and most of all, trying to reach that last soul, trying to make it to where we can get out of here. So for tonight, this has been my intro video for my YouTube channel, along with my haul from the weekend. We thank you for tuning in. Let's go get another one saved. Y'all have a blessed night.